Hey guys, and welcome to our first monthly roundup video. In these videos, I'm going to be breaking down all the products that we may or may not have done videos for, and basically just doing a quick little overview of everything new that's come out over the past month. So let's get started on the Rode Wireless Go 2 that came out earlier this week. The Rode Wireless Go has been an incredibly popular device since its release at NAB 2019. And earlier this week, Rode released their new Wireless Go 2, which has a huge range of new features. The Wireless Go 2 kit comes with two transmitters that can transmit to a single receiver. Rode have also implemented a new version of their transmission signal, which has increased the range to 200 meters. They have also added onboard recording capability, which is awesome. You also have the ability to switch between mono or stereo recording modes, and it is controllable via Rode's central app, and you get all this while keeping 7 hours of battery life. I haven't actually seen the product yet, but I have asked Rode two questions, which is, what is the onboard audio recorded to? And can you record on board while also transmitting to your camera? Up next, we have the Ninja 5 update from Atomos. Back when we shot with the FX6 last year, we used the Atomos Shogun as our external recorder so we could test out the raw output on the FX6. One thing that we said during that shoot was that we wished the Ninja 5 could capture the feed from the camera, as the Shogun 7 is massive on the FX6, and it seems like Atomos heard us. Back on the 10th of February, Atomos announced both new firmware for the Ninja 5 and the new Pro kit that includes everything you need to capture RAW via SDI with the Ninja 5. To do all of this, all you need is the Ninja 5, the Atomos SDI module, and the firmware, which is available via Atomos' website. Their new firmware also adds a time-lapse feature, as well as the addition of cross-conversion. So overall, an awesome update for the Ninja 5. Links to everything in the description. The C70 has been incredibly popular over the past couple of months, but there hasn't been that many accessories come out for it. However, both SmallRig and Wooden Camera have finally brought out some rigging for the C70. Both look like nice options depending on what budget you have, as the SmallRig accessory pack is much more affordable than the Wooden Camera packages. We're excited to get these in-house to have a look at and test. We did take a look at the newly announced Pocket 6K Pro last week, and we are looking to do a full review as soon as we get our demo unit in, so make sure to stay tuned for that. The camera looks to be an incredible option for its price point, but it wasn't the only thing that Blackmagic announced during the live stream. The Atom Mini Pro Extreme and Extreme ISO are two new versions of the incredibly popular Atom Mini series, but they now feature 8 HDMI inputs, 2 downstream keyers, 2 media players, 16-way multi-view, 2 USB-C ports, 2 media players, 4 Atom Advanced Chroma keyers, and a total of 6 independent DVEs and multiple HDMI aux outputs. You can now also stream via tethered 5G or 4G phones, as well as Ethernet, and this will be coming to existing Atom Mini products via new firmware. The Extreme ISO has everything Extreme has, but includes the ability to record all 8 inputs, plus the program to an external SSD. The next product from Blackmagic was the Web Presenter HD, and we used the original Web Presenter quite a bit last year, but this is a slightly different product to that. The new Web Presenter HD includes a 12G SDI input with down converter so customers can connect to HD or Ultra HD equipment and stream in full 1080p video. You can stream directly to most platforms via Ethernet or tethered phone, as well as the USB webcam function, which works with programs like Zoom. All of these new announcements are available to order now via the links in the description below. Now let's move on to some lenses. Laowa have updated their range with L Mount versions of 4 of their popular lenses. These are the 4mm f2.8 fisheye, 9mm f2.80D, 24mm probe lens, and their 25 f2.8 2.5 to 5 times ultra macro lens. These have all been available before, but if you're the owner of a Sigma FP or Panasonic S-Series camera, this could be what you've been waiting for. Talking about Panasonic, they've just released a new lens for their L Mount lineup. This was the 70-300 f4.5 5.6 macro OIS lens. This is definitely more of a stills lens than for video, but I could see it being paired with the S5 and its 20-60 kit lens to cover a huge focal range. Up next we have Sigma, who've brought out a new still zoom lens. This is a new compact 28-70 f2.8 that has been designed for either Sony E Mount or Panasonic L Mount. I'm excited to get my hands on this one, and it looks to be a nice compact general purpose zoom lens for cameras like the A7S3, S5, S1H or Sigma FP. Now Sigma already make 24-70 for these mounts, but I think the objective of this one was to make it smaller and lighter, which they definitely look to have, as it nearly weighs half as much as the previous one. Its price is also pretty attractive too, at just £759.99, including VAT. Meike has just announced the second lens in their Super 35 Cine lens range, the 50mm t2.1. We've looked at both their full frame 50mm before, as well as their Micro Four Thirds primes, but we haven't had a chance to test these yet, but if they're anything like the rest of their lenses, they will be some of the best bang for buck cine lenses on the market. I'm looking forward to testing these properly. Earlier this month, we took a look at Sony's Alpha 1, which is one of the most impressive hybrid cameras I've ever used. It's an incredible blend of awesome looking video and incredible stills horsepower. Check out our full 24 hours with via the playlist in the description. Sony also released the FX3 earlier this week, which is essentially an A7S III inside a slightly reworked body designed more for video production. If you want to learn more about the FX3, check out our first look and test video, link to which is in the description below. Sony have also released version 2 firmware for the A7S III, which has finally added Sony's S-Cinetone profile to the camera. This update adds a pitch profile 11 preset, which is S-Cinetone. This is great for anybody who's already picked up the A7S III for use with their FX6, FX9 or Venice. Sony have also updated a couple of other things on the camera, but S-Cinetone is the star of the update. It's available now, link to the firmware is in the description. Up next, we've just received our demo unit of the Zcam S6G, and we're excited to put it through its paces. The S6G is Zcam's global shutter version of their popular E2 S6 camera. Now, with it being the form factor it is, and also featuring a Super 35 6K global shutter sensor, unsurprisingly, it has been compared to Red's Komodo, and we will be comparing the two in an upcoming video, so keep an eye on our YouTube for that. We've had one of G-Tech's Armorlock SSDs in for testing for a couple of months now, and it's proven to be a very solid external drive for our rushes. With us working from home and in the office as well as on location, this has been the main drive I've brought footage home on. The incredibly solid IP67 rated housing houses a 2TB NVMe SSD capable of 1000 MB read and write, which is more than enough for smooth playback with most formats. However, the main feature of the Armorlock is its encryption. It links with your phone, and once linked is incredibly fast to unlock and lock the drive. This is great if you have sensitive rushes on the drive that you don't want anyone to have access to. It may be on the slightly pricier side, but considering its size, speed and security, it could be a great option for you. There's been a huge range of lighting over the past month or so, and we finally got a few of them in to have a look at. Aputure have actually put out some amazing stuff recently, and we currently have the Amaran 100D and 200D, the LS60D and the LS60X, as well as the 600D Pro in for testing. First impressions are they're a fantastic set of lights, but we'll be testing them more thoroughly. Nanlite also updated their Forza range with the 300B, which is a bi-color version of their 300, which has a CCT range of 2700 to 6500 Kelvin. But it is not quite as bright as the daylight version, which is to be expected. However, it does feature the same twin V-lock ballast and compact fixture design. If you enjoyed this, please make sure you subscribe ready for next month's. Let us know what kit you've picked up this month in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching.